Basically, I moved into this house in like 2004, 2005, and I didn't clean it. And now it's this bad. Asmongold actually watching. I'm showing him the trash pile, dude. I'm showing him the left side. There we go, boys. It's over there. That's about 2 meters deep of trash.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be taking a look at something that I covered a long time ago, actually. It's been almost a year since this topic actually kind of first broke ground on the internet, and it's one that honestly I never really thought was going to come back and really wrap around full circle, and I never really thought that we would be talking about this one again. I mean, I thought that, you know, once this whole thing was going to be done and over with the first time, that, you know, you would kind of just get everything under wraps, and that would be kind of the end of it. But unfortunately, we are back, and we are going to be seeing this problem evolve into a second rendition. So if you're a longtime viewer of the channel, or if you remember this video from way back in the day, I made a video on June 4th, 2019 called "He Hasn't Cleaned His Room in 14 Years." And as you saw by that video, it's pretty serious. The issue is definitely, it's gone beyond just a little bit of a mess in the room, right? You know, just some cups at your desk, empty soda cans, some empty water bottles, you know, some plates that need to be taken down. Well, the thing is this was all cleaned up the first time, okay? This person who goes by Jägermeister over on Twitch actually took the initiative, I guess, to clean up this room. They did this over a multi-day campaign that was streamed live on Twitch, to the enjoyment of others and the disgust and horror of many others. But at the end of the day, the room was finally cleaned up, and I actually had the chance to sit down and have a conversation with Jägermeister about how the whole situation developed and how, I guess, the whole situation kind of went viral. Alright, so I'm here with the guy from the Twitch streams, from the Filthy Room streams, Jägermeister himself. So before I talk about this situation and people bitch and complain and things like that, I do want people to know that I've actually spoken to this person. I follow him on Twitter and everything. It's not like I'm just out here talking about some random person, you know, bringing them down, which even then in this situation, you know, I would feel fine talking shit about some random person's bedroom and how they let it get to this point that you're about to see, because like I said in my first video, there is, you know, a messy room, there's bad rooms, I've had both, but then there's this, okay? And we're going to be taking a look right now at the update. So Twitch streamer who cleaned the dirtiest room ever is back in a mess. Back in June, Jägermeister went viral after viewers noticed the incredible levels of trash that sat around in his room. In fact, he revealed that he hadn't cleaned his room since 2005, but was going to change after going viral. Yet the streamer relapsed and allowed the trash to build up again after the release of World of Warcraft Classic, as he claimed that, quote, "You can clean the room, but, quote, you can't clean the lifestyle." Now though, as the problem has gotten worse yet again, he's returned to make amends, grabbing some trash bags and a shovel and getting back to work. So first off, I want to say, imagine your room getting so fucking bad that you have to actually acquire a shovel to dig the room back out. I have never seen any property ever in my life where they have had to go in with a shovel and dig it out. I mean, that is just incredible. So essentially getting to this point was World of Warcraft Classic got in the way, apparently. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I have played World of Warcraft Classic, and, you know, I've never had the point where I couldn't see the floor in the room, right? I've never had the point where the trash heap has gotten taller than the bed. You can't walk around without, you know, walking on the trash in the room kind of stuff. That just, you know, ridiculous. But you can clean the room, but you can't clean the lifestyle. I mean, that's the direct quote there. So after being a few minutes into his cleanup stream, Jägermeister gave viewers a close-up look at some of the mess that had piled up over the last few months. Quote, "The drums are still in here, some books, TV, got some plates and such," the streamer noted, showing off his growing pile of trash. With the problem getting so bad and the trash being rampant again, viewers quickly had their answer as to why he seemingly doesn't clean up.
That's a whole freaking trailer shipment of plates. You kidding me?
There's some shit down there too. That's like below my desk. That's a fridge, so that I don't have to leave my room to eat. There's also a microwave for the same purpose. We got a little Don Quixote statue right there watching over me, bro.
I guess.
I'm just still gifting subs, dude. That's what's confusing me.
Cheebas.
Hey, fucking free money, homie. What the actual fuck? Stop acting like you're so stunned in chat and get to the point, Debris. This is pathetic. No shit.
Are there actually maggots though? Like.
Oh yeah,
maggots
well there were.
mentioned.
I got rid of most of them, I think. So you can see this fan here, right? I have to have this fan on full blast at all times, purging the scent out of my room, out the window, right?
Cum is in that house.
So holy shit, right? This is an actual shovel. It's not like a little hand shovel or anything like that. Apparently there were maggots festering in the room, which at that point is just... Personally, I don't understand. You know, I don't understand how you can get it to that point, but I mean, you can see everything around him. We're not talking about like some little piles of garbage here and there. I mean, this is just, it's straight up shit everywhere, right? The garbage is insurmountable, pretty much. It's to the point where it's like consuming the aura of the room around him. Now, I will say it doesn't really look as bad as the first time, but I also think this is because he didn't really have enough time to let it get that bad. You have to remember the first time that this all happened, he had, what, 15 years to build up this basic, you know, a mega trash pile. That's what we'll call it, the mega trash pile of Jägermeister's room. So that's a pretty good length of time to build up that amount of garbage, but you have to think this has all been built up in less than a year, which makes me think that he was pretty much outpacing his last rate of garbage disposal inside of the room.
Wow. Yo, those are from 2017.
Just still gifting subs, dude. That's what's confusing me.
Jeebus.
But after close to 3 hours of cleaning up, the streamer still had some way to go in his cleanup effort and even tried to call it quits at one point. Quote, "I'm tired, dude, I'm exhausted, I'm sweating, dude, it's bad," he complained. However, he was urged to carry on with the cleanup by the folks he was streaming with. Despite that, the streamer protested and claimed that he had enough. "My room's clean enough already. I got like room for my legs again. I can like roll around in my chair, bro." Even though he still had mounds of trash to clean up. Like, oh my god, dude. You don't really, I think, get to complain about being tired after you let it, you know, get to this point, honestly, because, I mean, obviously you've been relaxing for long enough. I mean, let's be honest. Like, yeah, it's gonna be hard to clean up all that garbage and all that shit, but at the same time, you can't really complain about being tired after, you know, your room becomes this, after it just becomes like the garbage room, you know? As far as him being like, you know, my room's clean enough already, I got room for my legs again, I think he was just joking when he said that, though. I think that was just kind of him trolling. I don't think he was actually being legitimate when he meant that, but even though he'd gotten rid of a decent amount of the rubbish during his 3-hour stream, Jägermeister still had serious work to do before he ended his stream a few minutes after complaining. Whether or not he'll actually get back to finishing off the cleaning session with a further sweep remains to be seen, but he might just be better off in calling some outside help to do it for him and actually make that a regularly scheduled thing. So, I mean, you guys see it. You guys understand what the issue is here. I don't really have to explain to you that this is disgusting. It is, but I think the real question is here is how do you let a video game get so far in between you and reality and everything to where, you know, this kind of just happens? Because when you think about it, like, you know, he says the World of Warcraft Classic was kind of the reason, he kind of just blamed it on him playing the game. And I don't really think that that's something he can do because, you know, this already happened once before for 15 years. So it's not really something you can blame on video games at this point. But I think at a certain point you just have to be like, I'm just simply not a clean person and I need to make strides to be a clean person. I mean, even myself, like I play a shit ton of video games, but it's not ever been to the point where like the trash pile was literally so tall that it was like, what I think at one point it was over 6 feet tall the first time. Like that just simply would not happen. And what worries me about him possibly not getting his room actually cleaned up and everything is, I mean, when you look at his Twitch channel and you look through the FAQ on the page, it's got like the how old are you, 20, why is your room such a mess? Because I stopped cleaning it when World of Warcraft Classic came out. Is your room clean? No. When will you clean your room? At some point in the future off stream. I mean, the reason that he really, I guess, cleaned his room up big time in the first place is mainly because people kind of encouraged him to do it, right? Like, apparently his Twitch following took notice of the fact that there was all this garbage in the background and everything. And of course, the story went viral and everything, and it kind of, I guess, became part of his persona online and everything. And he even recently tweeted out just a couple days ago that he's cleaning his room again so his mom doesn't kick him out. So, it's almost like if he wasn't facing like some sort of like, I guess, pressure, maybe he wouldn't clean his room up. And I feel like if you are really only cleaning up the environment around you just so you don't get kicked out and stuff like that, and then you just kind of let it just get festered up into a problem again because you can't stop playing World of Warcraft Classic for 45 seconds to take shit out of the room and stuff like that, I mean, the problem is just going to come right back, right? So even if he does clean it off stream again, like, I think that the problem is going to end up coming back simply because of everything that's kind of gone down up until this point, and the fact that it seems like the only real reason for him to clean the room is from outside pressure. So just a little bit of an update to the entire thing. I never really expected for this to be an update because I would have thought that after you spent so much time and effort making all these strides to clean a room like that, and then kind of being known as that guy on the internet who had that room, you know, you wouldn't really want it to get back to that point, but here we are again, hoping that this doesn't end up happening a third time, but like I said, based on everything going down, I would probably count on it at this point, even though, like I said, I've talked to this person, and Jägermeister is a good person, he is a good dude, but obviously just not good at keeping his room very clean. So, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're brand new around here on my channel, follow me over on Twitter at @SubToOptimus. I post memes, thoughts, and updates over there. It's a surefire way to get notifications of all my newest content. Thank you to my channel members, your support helps my channel tremendously. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus, never cleaning his room until the trash pile is as tall as the desk, and signing out.